Welcome back to Houston Life. Dr. Toni Reinke is an inspiring woman. She overcame a challenging childhood to not only become a nurse, but ultimately go on to study medicine and become a doctor. For years now, Dr. Reinke has studied vein health, and she wants you to know that those tired, achy and swollen legs are not simply a sign of aging. They could instead be telling you something more serious about your health. I met up with Dr. Reinke to learn more about why she is so passionate about the work she does. Dr. Toni Reinke has a big heart. She really cares for her patients and her team at Reinke Vein Centre. How important is it for you to take care of people?
It's everything. It's my passion, right? So starting from the time that I became a nurse, I was a surgical ICU nurse, and then I went back to school, became a physician assistant, worked in neurosurgery, and the whole time just patient care is always my goal. It's so important to me. And then I went to medical school, and so being able to continue to provide care for patients even at this level where I do everything in my office. I would say it's everything.
Dr. Reinke graduated top of her class in her final year at med school. However, the road she travelled to get there was not an easy one.
I certainly came from humble beginnings. So for me, having nothing growing up, in order to make ends meet, we had to use food stamps. I remember it being a big deal that we moved into a trailer.
At one point, your family, you were homeless.
Yep, there was a period of time when we were very, very young, and our mom wasn't around, and she was trying to get some kind of employment, money-wise. And I remember moving in at that point with my grandmother. You have to be the person that steps in and says, just because this happened to me doesn't mean I'm going to perpetuate that cycle. And I'm always looking out sort of for the underdog.
It is this compassion that Dr. Reinke brings to her clinic and sees her going that extra mile for her patients.
It means the world that I can run my own center, kind of do things the way that I feel is appropriate, and yet at the same time I'm spending quality time with patients, which of course patients love, and I do as well.
Whether you are a woman or a man, it is not necessarily nice to discover an overly pronounced vein that wasn't there before, or see more and more of those squiggly spider veins appearing on your legs. However, your health is more than skin deep. So don't put these changes, along with things like swollen and achy legs, down to the fact that you're simply getting older. The way your veins look could be telling you something. They could be a sign of vein disease.
In a nutshell, vein disease is stretched out veins. Valves inside the veins, which are kind of like doors, they're normally open and then close immediately. Those valves get stretched out and blood goes backwards. It goes towards your foot instead of towards your heart. So the importance of treating vein disease is because as the blood backs up over many years, it creates high pressure and inflammation in your skin, in your tissues. Ultimately, that leads to worsening of vein disease. Some patients then will get open wounds that don't heal, as well as they'll get big bulging veins, changes of their skin, like darkening of their skin. So what we want to do is, by treating you, we want to slow the progression of vein disease. A couple things that are sort of unique to how I run my practice is that I'm the only physician, and I see patients on every visit. I treat them from start to finish. I give all of my patients my personal cell phone number. So after hours or even on weekends, if they do have a concern or a question, they can just reach out to me. So it's really important for anybody that needs to come see me to come in. We take all commercial insurance as well as government plans, and we have cash pricing options as well.
If you have any concerns when it comes to the health of your veins, check in with Dr. Reinke and let her help you out. She knows a thing or two about caring. So inspiring. The Reinke Vein Centre is in Sugarland, and you can get a free consultation by telling them that you saw the story on Houston Life. Their number is 281-394-4446. You can also visit their website at reinkeVeinCentre.com. lots of helpful information there, Derek.
Yeah, and I loved hearing her backstory as well, just hearing about how she persevered, decided to start her business. And I know that, I mean, probably many of our viewers know people or maybe they're experiencing vein issues themselves. I know it can be an extremely painful thing.
And you might not realize that when your legs are aching, and I think, like, for me, I notice my ankles sometimes at the end of a long, hard day get a bit swollen, and I just figured, oh, I'm getting old. But it actually could be vein disease. So it's definitely worth, you know, getting the free consultation.
Totally, and I think that point that she made, that you don't have to just accept this as part of getting older, and oftentimes it's not an indication of just getting older. Something could be wrong.
And I mean, I love her. After I interviewed her in her kitchen, we sat on the floor together and like talked for 2 hours just about her life and how hard she worked to become a nurse at first and then go on to being a doctor because she, you know, wanted to have her own clinic.
It's super
So
cool.
yeah, so super inspiring. I love her. I love Dr. Reinke. She's
All right,
very
well,
inspiring.
Well, thank you very much for that. Thank you.